Hi there, coming back again with another Blu-ray DVD update. This time we got about 5 DVDs, um, more than a couple Blu-rays, and one book to show. So I will just jump right into it. So we will show a Goofy movie here on DVD. This is the Gold collection here. I just kind of been in the mood to watch this, and I didn't want to watch my VHS copy. And I came across it for $8 at Walmart, brand new. Came with rewards points, even though it doesn't say that. I don't know how easy it is to find an extremely Goofy movie. I've never seen that out and about. I am working on getting the Goof Troop. Look forward to seeing that in future volume updates. So, but yeah, Goofy movie, fun movie here. And speaking of Goofy movie, which has a guest starring Pauly Shore as Wheezing the Leaning Tower of Cheesa, we got Encino Man. Picked this up for $1, used or at a pawn shop, mint condition. I haven't seen this in a long time. I actually been looking for this movie for quite a while. Haven't been able to find it. Very happy to finally get a copy and be able to rewatch it. I like that movie. Some of Pauly Shore's other performances are a little bit more over the top and overwhelming, but I think that's a good balance of his weasel character and an actual movie and a story, you know? Okay, so moving on, we got My Cousin Vinny. Picked this up really cheap. Got it $1, I believe, used as well at a pawn shop. I haven't seen this in a while, but Ralph Macchio getting in trouble with the law, and his cousin, what's her name, Marissa Tomei, and I think it's her cousin, or maybe it's his cousin. I think Ralph's her cousin, and Vinny's, no. I don't know. I'm fucking confused, to be honest. But the movie itself is very funny. Joe Pesci's really good in it. The humor's all there. It's a courtroom drama, and it's just kind of about him figuring himself out as a lawyer that he's supposed to be. So yeah, it's a good movie. I hadn't seen it other than TBS, and it was all cut up. So I really enjoyed rewatching it uncut. Picked this up. Not another teen movie. I don't know much about this. I remember a couple of my friends saying it was really funny, based on a lot of 90s and 2000 teen movie sort of spoof deal. So yeah, I need to check this out. Don't know much about it. Haven't watched it yet. And this I also picked up. This was sealed when I got it at a pawn shop, Miss Meadows. I remember liking this movie. When it first came out, I watched it. So yeah, I don't remember every little detail. I just remember enjoying it. So I'm gonna, for $1, I'll pick it up and give it a rewatch. And if I do enjoy it a lot the second time around, I'll keep it. If not, I'll just pass it along to someone. A Pulp Fiction Mary Poppins. I don't know about that, but yeah. So now we'll just jump right into, actually quickly show you the book I picked up. Why not? Another Kurt Vonnegut, and this is A Man Without a Country. Very small book. I've really enjoyed his other 2 novels that you may have seen in the last update. And apparently this is just his writings on all varieties of topics. It's not actually a novel. Looking forward to that. So yeah, jumping right into the Blu-rays now. Did some upgrading. I will show you a couple new releases, some pawn shop grabs, and then some new Blu-rays that I've picked up that were pretty cheap. So yeah, let's just jump in. I picked up Get Out. This is a really good movie that just came out. Pretty much universally thought of as awesome. Amazing score on Rotten Tomatoes. But yeah, it's just about this young woman and her boyfriend, and they're an interracial couple, and she's inviting him home, and there's some awkwardness about it, and he goes there, and before long, awkwardness turns into justifiable fear. I'll put it that way, and that's all I'm gonna say. This is a great movie to watch completely fresh and not know much about it. Just watch it, enjoy it. It's very to me, it felt very original. It felt very balanced. Like, it has a really nice amount of comedy in it, but also a nice amount of like seriousness and drama and horror, suspense, thriller aspects. Great acting across the entire cast. Some familiar faces that you've seen. But yeah, definitely check this out if you have not. Jordan Peele, he's moving on up with I think a lot of people said Keanu was really good as well. I've not seen that, so he's coming on up as an up and coming big talent. But I'll definitely watch anything he comes out with after seeing Get Out. Great movie. Moving on, Logan. This movie was unbelievably phenomenal. I loved every bit of it. I watched it 3 times since picking it up like last week. I've watched it in noir as well, which this comes with. It comes with the normal edition on Blu-ray. It comes with a standalone Blu-ray disc for Logan Noir, which has nothing but Logan Noir. And then the DVD and digital. It also comes with a plethora of special features that are pretty cool. This is a great send-off to the awesome job Hugh Jackman has done with Wolverine, and this is just such an awesome version. It's a very rugged. Apparently it's based on Old Man Logan comics. I've never heard of them. I really should want to check them out because this was awesome. Without saying too much about it, Logan at this point in his life is a lot older, and his mutant ability to heal is slowly wearing off, and it may or may not be due to the adamantium that has been put in his body that may or may not be poisoning him. But regardless, he's definitely not the Wolverine we know. He's very old and beaten down, and he's looking after a very messed up Professor X, and like, man, what's happening with his mind and shit is just so crazy. It would be so hard to even contain. But and so along with that, they eventually meet up with this young woman that comes into their lives that takes them on a story that is very interesting. I definitely enjoyed every bit of this movie. I've watched it multiple times. Like I said, it definitely gets better with re-watches. The Logan Noir looks amazing in black and white, super sharp, and it just seems appropriate at times. And wow, is this movie graphic. This is the best violence we've ever seen out of Wolverine, and holy crepes. There's a point where some guy gets it like right up his head, like, and it's just so brutal. I was just like, oh, because again, this is the new R-rated version of Marvel Comics. Finally, it would be nice. Like, PG's all good and well, but some comics demand a certain level of, mature graphic content. And like Punisher, you couldn't have a PG version of Punisher. But yeah, Logan, an amazing send-off to the whole X-Men series and the Wolverine character. I really hope they reboot it really well, because the series definitely needs it. But this was a great final act. So yeah, I really hope they reboot it and just do it amazing, because I love X-Men, and I think they've just kind of shit the bed on the last bunch. But yeah, let's move on. So the next few I went to the pawn shop on a whim. They had a all Blu-rays, including sets, on 50% off. I looked around, didn't find much, unfortunately. I did find the Life box set that goes along with these, Planet Earth and Planet Earth 2, 1. Life came out after Planet Earth on BBC. Almost got it, but when I looked at it closely after I got her to take it out of the thing, it was narrated by Oprah, and I didn't want her. I like David Attenborough, not her being like, okay, there's a bird, stupid Oprah. But anyways, let's move right along. I don't have anything in particular against Oprah, but when it comes to nature shows, David Attenborough is shit. Moving on, but I did end up finding a couple Blu-rays. $5 was the general price, so $5 off that, $2.50 each, with one exception. So I did pick up I Love You Man. I don't know anything about this movie other than I've heard a lot of people say it's very funny, and it's made by the same guy who went on to make Why Him with Bryan Cranston and James Franco, which I definitely love that movie. I enjoyed the hell out of it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this one's like. for $2.50. Definitely worth taking a chance. I love going to the pawn shop and finding when they have the half-price Blu-ray sales. I usually hold off because I know eventually they will move on and do that sale to like clean up and move in some new stuff, and I usually wait and it usually pans out, but sometimes the good stuff is gone and I should have picked it up regardless of the normal price. But sometimes being cheap pays off, sometimes it sucks. But whatever, moving on, here's The Watch. I don't know anything about this movie. I tried to watch this once. I don't think I was in the right mood or whatever. I think I may have put it on before bed and just went to sleep, never finished it. But I've heard a couple of my buddies tell me it was pretty funny, and some parts throughout it they were telling me about that sound pretty funny. So I thought I'd give it a shot. $2.50? Why not? And all these are in really good condition. There's not a scratch, really. They had some dirt and dust and fingerprints, but I cleaned them up. They cleaned up nicely. So I also found the bench warmers. I've been looking at this one for a while, and I know that this is probably pretty bad, but I don't know. It's a Happy Madison production, Dennis Duggan film, I believe, yet. Yeah, it just looks silly and fun. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I think it's probably 90 minutes, so for $2.50 at 90 minutes, I thought I'd give it a shot. Because I like Rob Schneider. He always makes me laugh. And I just generally, and John Lovitz and Napoleon Dynamite there, David Spade, looked funny. Don't know what it's about at all other than baseball. This one was $3, so it is only $1.50. Chronicle. I love this movie. It's great. It's like a found footage superhero origin movie. Really cool. Yeah, if you haven't seen this, definitely check it out. It's just a really good, and Michael B. Jordan's in it as well. The guy who went on to play the Green Goblin or Hobgoblin in Amazing Spider-Man. You can't really see, my camera's not focusing, but he's really good in this. And he's kind of like a bad guy, and develops into a bad guy. And just a great movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out for $1.50. Mint condition, too. It does have a digital copy that I haven't checked out, but I'm hoping it works. So, yeah. That's Chronicle. $1.50. That's the score. So the rest, I picked up, yeah, all of them were new. These two, so Run Lola Run, I don't know anything about and I wouldn't have grabbed, but it came with La Femme Nikita, which I've been wanting to get for a while because I love The Professional, so I've been wanting to check this out. I've never seen this. Apparently that character's in this at one point in a small role, so yeah, I definitely want to check out La Femme Nikita. But like I said, both of them were new packaged, and they came with like a slipcover with like both of them on it. But I don't know anything about this other than it's the girl from Bourne Identity. It's an international, what's it say? An international smash hit or something like that. But yeah, definitely want to check this out. I'm going to do some looking into it. That's what I mean by checking it out before I check out a trailer. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. But for $10 alone, I was definitely interested in this. And get this. Sure, I'll look into it. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. But this is something I'm definitely interested in. And yeah, Luc Besson, when he directs movies, he does a good job, generally speaking. So yeah, this I got for $5 new. Invasion's the Body Snatchers. Now, Don't Kill Me. This is the Donald Sutherland version from 1978. I've never seen this. Don't Kill Me. I know. I know the Scream Factory came out, and I was... Excuse me, I need a drink. So, yeah, like I said, the Scream Factory came out, and I wasn't sure if I was interested enough to pay the $35 or whatever it would cost, so I decided, what the hell, I'd give this a shot at $5. Brand new, sealed. It does have some special features, which you can't read, but Revisitors from Outer Space, How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Pod featurette, Practical Magic featurette, Man Behind the Screen featurette, and Cinematography Pod featurette. So lots of special features on this alone. So yeah, I'm definitely willing to check this out for $5. Maybe The Scream Factory will be worth it. If you've seen this movie and you think it is worth it, or you have something to say, leave a comment down below. Oh, so Run Lola Run, like I said, need to check that out. Don't know anything about it. It might just be like, that looks like garbage and pitched out the door. Or, you know, not pitched out the door, but I'll get rid of it. So moving along, I picked up this just simply to replace my DVD copy I've had for a long time. Bad Lieutenant. Harvey Keitel's performance in this is outrageous. It's pretty, you know, graphic to say the least. The part where he pulls over the two girls in the car, just every time I watch that, it's so goddamn creepy, and it just makes you feel gross. This movie reminds me of Killer Joe, and just the way the movie is so effective to actually make you feel slimy, like there's something gross on you, on your skin. That's how effective this movie and Killer Joe is. Bad Lieutenant, the sequel port of New Orleans, does not have that same feeling. It's just more frantic and wild and out there. This one though is very depraved, I would say. So yeah, but it is a good movie and great performance by Harvey Keitel, but definitely a rough watch. But yeah, that's Bad Lieutenant, and I picked this up. Now, I have not ever liked this movie. I tried to watch it when I was 16. I didn't like it. I was just like, this is slow. I don't know what the fuck's going on. The only thing I like is the color, like how it looks, like the colors and how it looks. 2 years later, when I was 18, I decided to give it another shot. I watched it, and pretty much I was falling asleep. I woke up in the morning, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna fucking try and watch this movie again. I watched half of it, got bored. Came home later that day, watched the other half of it, and I was like, okay, I've watched it. And that fucking was boring and sucky, and I don't care about any of it. But I ended up saying I was just done with that movie. But I've heard a lot of people say how much they think of it, how it's some people's favorite sci-fi movie. So to me, I had to just give it another shot. Now with an adult mind, an adult eye, and that is Ridley Scott's directed, Harrison Ford starring Blade Runner with Rutger Hauer and what's her name? Daryl Hannah is also in it as the android, I believe. So yeah, I've tried to watch this a few times, but to be honest, I picked this up because I was interested and I was pulling a slippity with something else. So, but I definitely want to give this movie an adult watch and see if I can really start appreciating it. Maybe it was the pacing or something. I was too impatient. I'm not sure. But I'm going to give Blade Runner another try, because enough people have said how much they love it that I think it deserves that. So yeah, finally in this update, I got this pretty good price, and I was pretty happy because I already own Sleepwalkers and I wanted to upgrade it anyways. But I did not own Children of the Corn, which is a pretty much a staple in the Stephen King horror movie collection. So I was kind of ashamed that I didn't own that. So to kind of get two birds stoned at once, as somebody would say, get two birds stoned at once and get both of them in this double Blu-ray set. And not only that, my apologies here as I stumble around, they come on individual release discs by Image Entertainment. So yeah, that's awesome. I definitely want to watch Children of the Corn. I haven't seen it. I remember watching that as a young kid getting babysat, and I know I wasn't supposed to, but the babysitter didn't give a shit, and I wanted to watch it. I watched it. I got freaked out. I've read the short story. It's very fucked up. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. And I haven't seen Sleepwalkers in a while. No, actually, I watched that last Halloween, so that's a bold-faced lie. I did watch that a while ago, but I'll definitely probably rewatch it again, either this Halloween or next on Blu-ray. But I definitely want to check out Children of the Corn with Linda Hamilton as well. It also has no one else I can see. Peter Horton, but I'm not sure who that is. So yeah, Children of the Corn, Sleepwalkers. But yeah, that's a nice little stack of movies and one pretty cool book. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this update video. Hopefully there was something here you saw that you were interested in, or maybe you have something to say about. And if you do, you can go ahead and comment below, and let's talk. But also leave a like if you liked, and if you liked, sorry, take two on that. If you liked this video, go ahead and subscribe and leave a like. And yeah, until the next video, as always, be easy.